Welcome to the Archive of Echoes. Please select the log entry you wish to relive. Acknowledged. Calibrating. Prepare to dive.
And we are back with another archive for today. We just decided to make a move on the Ave attack force. So let's follow Fei, Bart, and Citan and see where we go. This guy is completely in my way. Alright, so we gotta go to the town hall, is what they said.
I went to the tool shop to borrow a table. The owner said if we needed anything for the young master, just ask for it. I'm grateful. When I was a kid, I borrowed stuff from there and got big trouble.
Borrowed? What did you take?
A toy boat. I think that's what it was. I put fireworks in it and let it float on the cathedral's lake. I was always used to playing Navy. I'm not sure, but I think I pretended the lake was the open sea, and I was the fleet commander. Anyway, forget those old stories. We should get started. First, Gebler is the big problem.
Yes, Ramses is headed toward achieving his goals. That he is now the commander of Gebler is proof of that. A normal man could not progress so quickly through that country's organization, and now he is presently located here in Ignis. Frankly, the situation is not very favorable. We need to somehow find a weak spot and attack it with all our might.
First, let's just concentrate on Shakan. Once he's out of the way and Ave is safe again, we can think about how to deal with Gebler. With our present strength, we should be able to hold off the Royal Guard forces. The problem is how to deal with Gebler in the meantime. They will most likely move at Shakan's request, but they're not just going to sit quietly and by and watch. May I have a look there, please?
In short, we want Gebler to leave for a while, at least until we are able to take back the royal capital, Bledavik. These are the Gebler units currently in Ave, correct? The Western Guards. The Royal Capital Defense Force. And units along the front line at the border with Kislev. There are three main groups. Each is made up of a mix of Gebler and Ave forces. Only two of these are very large. The Royal Capital's defense unit and the Kislev border units. The Western Guard along Nisan's border are little more than a surveillance team. In order to recapture the Royal Capital, it will be necessary to draw these defense units away from Bledavik. We have some Kislev-made gears, correct? Yeah, we captured some earlier. What if we use those gears to make a raid on the Western Guards? Here at the border with Nissan.
I see. We'll draw them out by making it look like Kislev is invading Ave. But the problem is, will attacking the border guards be enough to set the center in motion?
To be sure then, Nissan will just have to appear to align with Kislev. If they see it that way, they will certainly make a move.
You're saying that you intend to use Nissan as bait? Doc!
Shakan is very sensitive to Nissan and Kislev's actions. If Nissan starts moving, he will probably leave it up to Gebler. But, of course, I do not wish to do that from the beginning. But looking at the situation, we have to be willing to go that far.
First, we infiltrate into the capital. To take out Shakan, we'll have to meet up with our agents already in the city.
We are forgetting one thing. The frontline units along Kislev's border. The main strength of Ave's fleet is in the battleship Kefenzel. It's been in service since the reign of the last king. Because of its firepower, the whole unit is nicknamed the Invincible Fleet. I recall yesterday's intelligence report said that the ship is near the border.
Damn, that puts everything in jeopardy.
Do not feel so down. I simply wanted you to see the current distribution of force in the area. Even in the worst case that they do come, it will not be such a great problem.
What do you mean?
I have some additional information about Ave's border fleet. The former Ave Supreme Commander was transferred there. Not really transferred, more like demoted. His name is Vanderkaum.
Vanderkaum? You don't mean the Vanderkaum that was in Jugend?
The very same. Young one, he has not been able to adapt to the change in tactics, particularly following the introduction of gears. He is a man who will never stray from his dependence on large naval guns.
You mean he's stubborn? He's all size and no real military power. An excellent target for pirates.
Young master, this is not going to be an act of piracy.
Just kidding.
Actually, the number of gears assigned to the fleet seems to have been reduced. Even with that, how gallant of him to be so selfish righteous.
Is he that much of a musclehead? It'll be fun taunting him.
Young master!
I know.
Anyway, Citan, do you think we can strike our gear forces? It is not a problem. Even with Vanderkaum, we have enough forces left to pull off the feint. However, it would not be wise to underestimate our opponents.
Well, now that we know what we're up against, here's what we'll do. Apart from our main units headed for Bledavik, we must keep the fleet at the Kislev border from returning to the capital. So you're suggesting we have another unit?
A few effective soldiers to hold the enemy at bay. A small force is best.
A small force?
What if Fei leads a group of gears there?
Me? Hold on now. There's no reason to involve you in all of this. I'll do it. Yes, let me do it. When do we leave? Are you sure? We've come this far. Hey, we're friends to the end now. Speed is everything. We should do this as soon as possible. Alright, tomorrow. I am truly grateful, Fei. Citan. Yeah. There's no way we can lose. No one will die in vain. Well put, young master.
Good morning. What's with the long face? Not feeling well? Or are you feeling sad about saying goodbye? Or maybe you're just nervous.
Shut up, stupid. Don't bug me.
Well, it's almost time.
Yeah. Is everyone ready to go? I'll be waiting here, so let me know when you're through preparing.
There is a new wind blowing today. Alright. I think we're probably good. Let's just... Okay.
Are you ready?
Alright.
Our comrades in Nissan will hit the Western Guard in Kislev uniforms as planned. We'll wait for the right moment, then head for the palace in the Yggdrasil. Got it. But avoid any unnecessary deaths. This especially goes for the Ave troops, and also the people from Gebler.
Yes, we understand.
I guess I'm gonna raise some hell in the wall, Talien.
We are counting on you.
Next time we meet,
I won't be able to call you Bart or young. Next time we meet, I won't be able to call you Bart or young master. Maybe your majesty?
cut it out. Bart's fine. Great mother of Nissan.
Hey, you know I hate that title.
Ha ha ha! Well, we're out of here.
Okay, good luck. Marguerite and Bartholomew. Seeing you two brings my hopes up. Long ago, before the Fatimas of Ave were called Fatima, the royal brothers and their wives oversaw many prosperous reigns or eras. I'm looking forward to the day when, as the great mother of the Nissan sect, you will take your place on the throne as Bartholomew's wife. What? Hey, hold on! I hate talking about queens and romance. Bart and I are best friends. Ha ha! Marriage is the best friendship. Well, Marguerite, at the rate that you are maturing into a beautiful woman, I don't think Bart will be able to ignore you much longer. Stop it! You're embarrassing me!
Each squad of gears take off, in order, from here to avoid being picked up. We'll meet at the Rockies by the border tomorrow at 1200. Got it? Okay. The time has finally come. I'm pumped! Though the warship is outdated, you're only going in as a small unit. It's going to be a tough fight, but you could change Ave's future. I'm counting on you. Leave it up to us, young master. We'll drag Vandercum's tail round and round. Right, son? Don't call me son, 'cause you sure ain't my pops. Huh? Ha 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 ha! Well, young master, we promised to make something out of this battle. Fei, it's odd for me to say this since I'm the one who got you involved, but be careful, okay? You too. If anything happens to me, take care of Margie and them for me. Don't jinx yourself. It's not like you. But I'll take care of them. Don't worry. Ikimasu! Oh, aren't you going to rest up a little? I feel good place to save. I'll upload the data. I'll upload the data. At long last we are heading to Bledavik tomorrow. Though he is the prince, our young master doesn't know the royal capital very well. I'd always felt that was an awful pity, but despite that, I tried my best to raise him as crown prince. However, looking back, I might have put too much of the burdens of kingship on him too early in life. And it might have been too much for a child with a future like his to handle. I must be the most terrible minder ever. My dear Lord Mason, I hardly think that is right. The young one would have taken the burden off of himself had he not wanted to bear it any longer. He is a fine man now, far capable of handling any such burdens or pressures, and I believe you are the very ones who have given him the strength to do so. Oh, my good Dr. Uzuki, I hope you are not too taken back. Lately, there are far too many highly energetic lads around the young master. So, yours truly, who is in charge of education, demanded to have this room created. But because of that, I ended up having to take a side job. How may I be of service?
I hope I can be of such service again. I don't really need anything. Oh, we're good. Game doesn't really tell you where to go, but we're gonna go to the bridge and see if maybe that's where I'm supposed to go.
Why such a glum face? Tomorrow is our first return to your castle in 12 years. Returning to the castle? After we get the royal palace back, I guess I'm gonna be the king. I'm not very suited for it, am I? You'll get used to it. Listen, Sig. Yes. I guess it really doesn't matter who the king is, does it? As long as it's a symbol of hope, right? It doesn't have to be me.
I was kidnapped by Solaris and brainwashed for use as a human guinea pig. But even they couldn't erase my desire to return home. Then I remembered you and Marguerite, not as the royalty of our country, but as just normal children. I don't care about rebuilding a dynasty. I want to regain this kingdom because it belongs to you, because it's your home.
Because it's my home?
Yes. For that, we must take Shikon down tomorrow. Am I correct?
Right. Then let's do it!
But first, I think you need to take a bath.
A bath?
You don't look like a king at all. If you are facing the enemy's leader, you must have a noble appearance.
Hey, you just said it didn't matter whether I'm king or not!
That is that, this is this.
That someone was waiting for you. That one thought was all it took for you to regain yourself. You are a great man, Sigurd.
Loved this scene when I first saw it. It's just so dripping with mystery. Who is this mysterious red-haired character that Karn apparently knows?
He's out of control. Stop him. I don't care how. Just stop him. This can't be. Help! Ah!
What's wrong? You look like you have just had a nightmare. It wasn't that same dream again, was it?
No, it was nothing.
Car. Peeping is not very becoming, you know. I saw the boy that you were after right in the tournament. I could tell right away he resembles you greatly.
You use the influence of the ministry to set you up with that man. I don't know what you are up to, but don't you dare think about plotting against me. You stay out of this.
Oh, I see the news has already reached you. As usual, you're the first to hear about everything. But don't worry, I won't steal your prized possession. I'll cooperate. Besides, you and I go back a long way.
Oh. What's up?
No, for a moment I thought I caught some unnatural sounds.
We're near the capital. It's probably just some kind of ship from there.
But it's not from the surface. It's from under the sand.
Under the sand? This is the only sand cruiser in all of Ave. We haven't heard anything about a new ship, even from the spies at Ave Naval HQ. Franz, can you try again and confirm what it is?
I can't catch it again. It could have been a sand whale.
Young Master, I'm detecting an increase in the use of F-band. That's the Royal Capital's Defense Force's frequency.
There, on the surface layer. I'm detecting sounds of anchors being weighed in and engines being activated. The Royal Capital's defense fleet must be departing.
We also intercepted a transmission from the patrol at the border with Kislev. They're requesting immediate backup from the Royal Capital. Looks like we've raised some hell at the border. All right, we'll start. Ready the shuttle boats. When we land, we hide the ship. Young Master, I have an awfully bad feeling about this. Do be careful. It's all right, old Mason. What, this little girl's our commanding officer? She's said to be an elite front of Jugend.
She returned single-handedly from the Kislev infiltration operation.
And empty-handedly, I hear. No souvenirs for the commander, huh? Yep. What a pretty face. She's not the soldier type.
You there. Is that how you address a superior officer? Remember your rank.
Oh, scary.
We don't care much for rank, and we don't care much for rank either. But just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you have to be cocky.
Huh, this jerk's just jealous.
What? I'm much prettier. How could I be jealous?
Hey, shut that perv up. He gives me the creeps. And that's how it is, so don't get in our way, Miss Lieutenant.
And I think that's where we're going to leave this episode off at, friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Another Echo archived. I look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye for now, until next time you log in. Echoes fade slower with you here.